Good morning, financial literacy. This is Mr. Danzel, and we are going to be working on the stock and mutual fund research project. So when you open up this spreadsheet, you'll see an example up here. This is for the stock section. You're going to research 5 stocks. And then this is the mutual fund section. You're going to research 3 of those, and you got an example of both with all the different information that you're going to need. So there are 2 hyperlinks. There's one here for a stock screener, and then there's one here for a mutual fund screener. So we click on this, and it's going to take us to Yahoo Finance and Stock Screener. Now, what I would strongly encourage you to do with stocks is to just look up companies that you have heard of, companies whose products you buy, things like that. But if you wanted to, you can use this screener down here. Like you can add a sector, basic materials, financial services, so on. You want huge companies or small companies, what region, things like that. But I would encourage you for stocks to just look up companies that you are familiar with, such as Nike. I actually once owned some shares of Nike. And you're going to find all the information that you need on this page. So for example, the ticker symbol for Nike is NKE. All stocks have a ticker symbol. It could be 2, 3, 4 letters. They all have a ticker symbol. The market price is the big number right here. That's what each share would cost. And then the 52-week range. So let's see if we can find it. Okay, so right there, $60. That's the lowest it's been over the last 52 weeks. And $136.35. That's the highest it's been over the last 52 weeks. And then finally, the forward dividend. So again, a dividend is it's part of the profits that the companies pay out to shareholders. So the forward dividend for Nike was 98 cents. You put that right there. There are some companies that do not have a forward dividend. They don't pay dividends. So you would just put NA. But I want you to have at least 3 companies that do pay a forward dividend. So that's stocks. Okay, everything that you'll need would be found right here. And again, look up companies that you are familiar with. Mutual funds are a little bit trickier. A mutual fund is a collection of a bunch of different stocks. And you really can't just search a mutual fund. You do have to do a screener. So you've got different categories you could look at. Those may not mean a lot to you. You could look up companies if you wanted to. What I would maybe encourage you to do is just use the star rating. So, let's look up all the 5-star mutual funds, which there's still almost 2,000, but we can click on Find Mutual Funds, and it's going to give us a whole list of companies. So I would encourage you to choose mutual funds from 3 different companies. So American Funds is a very well-known mutual fund company. So is Vanguard. So let's go ahead and check this one out right here. All right, so this mutual fund is called the Vanguard Wellington Fund Investor Share. There's the ticker symbol. All mutual funds have a 5-letter ticker symbol. So you'd type the name of the mutual fund and then the 5-letter ticker symbol. Previous close is the big number right there. So the last time markets closed, which would have been on Friday, it would cost $45.88 per share. The expense ratio. So we're just going to look at the net expense ratio, 0.25%. Net assets, that's the amount of money that they are managing. Right here, $104.44 billion investors have in this mutual fund. It's a lot of money. And then the 5-year average return. So this one is kind of tricky when we're using Yahoo. Okay, so right here it says NA. Well, I don't know why it always says NA, because if we go up to, I think it's performance. Yes, if we go to performance, right here it will tell you the 5-year average return is 7.79%. So a lot of the mutual funds, the 5-year average right here, it does say NA, but if we click on performance, that will give us the 5-year average. And again, we are trying to find 3 different mutual funds. You can, one last thing, if you'd prefer, there are other websites out there that you can research this information. ETrade, for example, So ETrade, you can do the same thing. You can type in stock symbols. So if I typed in NKE for Nike, click on that, and it would show me pretty much the same information as Nike. So, but if you'd rather use Yahoo, those links are found right here and here.